In today's video, I want to tell you guys about how I became a Navy Federal Credit Union member for free over the Labor Day weekend without having to provide any of the normal documentation that people have to provide that they talk about on all the internet, blogs, and YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff. It literally happened for me within 5 minutes flat. It was like a loophole that I discovered on accident. So this video is for educational purposes only. If you try this method and it works for you, let me know in the comments below. If it doesn't work, also let me know in the comments below. In my heart of hearts, I do believe that it was probably a fluke, but I wanted to share it with you guys anyway because it was freaking awesome. So if you want to learn how I became a Navy Federal Credit Union member, maybe by mistake, maybe not, stay tuned. Now, anyone who's anyone in the financial space knows that Navy Federal Credit Union is one of the best credit unions to start a positive relationship with. Here is my story about how I became a member, literally using an unorthodox method that seems almost too good to be true. So I've been wanting to become a Navy Federal Credit Union member for years. I just didn't want to put the person that I know in the armed forces through the hassle of getting all his paperwork and going into the bank with me to open up an account for me, right? Over the Labor Day weekend, we finally decided, okay, we're gonna do this. Now on Friday night before Labor Day weekend, I decided, all right, I love to be thorough. We're gonna call the bank specifically and we're gonna figure out what we need to bring in to make sure that we can get this appointment and get this account open. So I go to Navy Federal Credit Union's website. I go down to the bottom, get the 800 number. So I call the 800 number and I tell the lady on the line what I wanna do. She goes, oh, okay, well, tell me where you want to go. I tell her. She says, okay, well, who is it that is actually related to you? And I tell her. She says, what branch of the military are they in? Okay, he's retired USMC is what I tell her. She says, oh, okay. So she starts typing. So then she says, well, what kind of account were you looking for today? What brings you to Navy Federal Credit Union today? Just a lot of questions that sounded like they were intake questions, like she was just asking some general stuff. So I started telling her and just, having small talk with her, right? We kikiing and chatting and giggling and stuff, right? So I tell her, yeah, this person is definitely retired USMC. Because girl, he has ribbons all over the place and he will tell you about each and every one and how he got it and what war he was in, okay? After I tell her all this information, I say, hey, so what documentation do we actually have to bring in? And she goes, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. No, we don't have to do that. She said, you're totally fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get you started on opening the account today if you wanna do it over the phone. I said, wait a minute. So do we need to get him on the phone right now? Do I need to call him so he can give you all of his documentation or any special numbers on his ID or anything like that? She says, no, you've already told me who he is, what branch he was in, and all that good stuff. It sounds like you qualify to go ahead and apply to become a member. Hold on, sis. So you're telling me that I called to make an appointment to go in and do this in person via the instructions on your website, but you're telling me because I just told you something verbally about who I'm related to and what branch they were in, that I may qualify for this account without doing anything? And she's like, yeah. She said, it's totally fine. She said, don't worry about it. So I said, okay, this could still be an intake thing. This could still be, okay, we're going to do this, but you still need to send us some documentation to prove that you have an affiliation. So I give her all the information. She literally, no joke, after she takes my social, I said, oh, what's the social for, by the way? She says, oh, this is just to run you through check systems. Okay, fine, go ahead and do that. I tell y'all, being a person that is in the credit space, once somebody takes your social, they're running it to apply for something. And I'm thinking, she can't really do that unless she's totally already opened this account or she's on the verge of opening this account for me. Keep in mind, I'm sitting on the phone. My only goal was to make an appointment at a bank so I could show the documentation that shows I'm related to this person and shows that he is retired USMC. I have not done any of that at all. My cell phone gets a ping after she puts my social into their system and it shows that somebody ran my credit. The only time a credit union is going to run your credit when you're not a member is if you apply for a credit card or if you apply for membership. I was applying for membership. And right after I got that ping, she told me that I was a member of Navy Federal Credit Union. Y'all, I did not have to show a lick of documentation for my affiliation with this person and if this person was actually active military. I don't know if it's a brand new process with Navy Federal. I have no clue. All I know is I got this membership from calling a damn 800 number with the intention to go into the branch with the proper documentation, ended up not having to do any of that, and ended up a member within 10 minutes of calling a number. Y'all, that was awesome. So then she asked me if I wanted to run my credit to try to get a credit card. And I was like, okay, this is too good to be true. I already got the membership. Like, let me just chill until I do some more research on this before I actually apply for a credit card, right? Oh my God, y'all, I could have jumped out of my skin. Now, y'all know I own a credit repair business. Like, I see people jump out of their skin because they're so happy with the results we give them. Things like this make me happy, where it's like, oh my God, you mean to tell me I'm seriously a member of Navy Federal Credit Union now? I could see so many doors opening because of this. So, I mean, I'm just saying results are not typical. Buy this method at your own risk. It's not really a method. It's just a loophole that ended up, it didn't start out as a loophole, but it ended up becoming a loophole. And here we are where I have a Navy Federal Credit Union bank account. So I opened a money market, a savings, a checking, and now I actually applied for a credit card. And yeah, that's going to be a whole nother video. All of this has happened within 3 weeks of becoming a member. If you're looking to get into the credit space and you want to take a few chances, call the number and do what I did. What's the worst that could happen? Now, granted, if they ever come back to me and they say, do you have the documentation, or can this person prove that they are armed forces, this is my disclaimer. I do have the proof. So if you cannot provide it, I just want to say, be mindful of that, because if they do want to come back and ask you for it later and you don't have it, that's a problem. Okay. So maybe I sounded convincing. Maybe she was having a good day. Maybe the policy has changed. I really don't know. And I don't care, because now I am a Navy Federal Credit Union member after so many years. So this is just one of many methods that are used and talked about here in these YouTube streets about how to become a member. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you try this method and it works for you, please let me know the results in the comments below. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm so sorry, but I had to get this video out to you guys to let you know how I became a member. By a fluke. It could just be a fluke. I don't know. But Credit Solutionist is ecstatic. I am so happy. And I cannot wait to open a business account with them as well, because I can see so many great things happening because of this relationship. So I hope you found this video helpful. I am here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., doing lots of work and business stuff. But I'm tired and I want to go to bed now. So yeah, I will see you guys on the next video, probably when I get home. Yeah, Credit Solutionist out.